Hi, I'm Maya.
And I'm Joyce.
And we're hosting a watch party for Amazon Prime Video's new series, The Wilds.
And today we'll be watching the pilot episode with you.
The show is about a group of teenage girls who get stranded on an island.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that that's not us.
I know, same. Joyce, I heard that we have a special guest.
Yes, it's Fatin, who is played by Sophia Ali. Oh my god.
Welcome to the party.
Hey
Guys, excited to be here.
Sophia, tell us about this show.
So in this episode that you're about to watch, it's a bunch of girls who don't know each other getting on a plane, and then we crash land on an island.
Sophia, could you tell us where the show was filmed so we can go there?
We filmed this show in New Zealand. We filmed part of it in Piha Beach, and it was so beautiful. My first time in New Zealand. I would live there forever.
Okay, girl, please tell us about your most favorite moment filming.
As a cast, we got really close. Just like having these like really smart, empowered women around you all of the time. But there was this small island called Waheki, right off of like the shore of Auckland, and it was a wine island, and there was just all of these wineries all over the place, and we would take a ferry. It was just like a 40-minute ferry from Auckland, and just spend the day there and get wine drunk together.
So we're gonna check in with you at the end of the episode, but we gotta go. We gotta go get this party started.
All right, bye, enjoy. We'll check in with you after you watch the episode.
These girls must be stuck on a deserted island, but we are not.
So we'll be sharing our reactions on screen, but you can share your reactions in the comments below.
So let's finally watch the episode.
Early this morning, we made contact with your parents. We'll travel them here as quickly as possible. And the quarantine order will be lifted soon. Not just for you, but for all the victims. At which point, you'll be free to see each other. Just to be clear, our primary goal is to conduct an investigation. There's a lot of haze surrounding your circumstances that we just want to clarify. And I cannot stress this enough, but this is just a conversation. That's all.
She looks like she's been through some stuff.
This is my colleague, Agent Young. He's going to be running point on this. He's the investigator in charge, brass tacks guy, if you will. But me, I'm here for you, Leah, to make sure you feel safe. As a trauma specialist, that is my sole and sacred duty. You thirsty? Would you like something to drink? Let's see. Didn't know what you'd like, so we got a bit of a grab bag here. Is anything calling your name?
Oh.
I used to drink these all the
What
time.
was that? Who was that?
Good, great, that's great. Don't hesitate to ask for seconds, or thirds, or anything at all, really. After all you've been through, we want you to feel as comfortable as possible.
What have the others told you?
Nothing as of yet. You're the first one we brought in.
So then you don't know what I've been through, do you? You're just assuming trauma. You're just assuming it was a living hell.
Okay, Leah, no one is assuming anything.
Sorry, look, I don't mean to say that what happened wasn't traumatic. Obviously, it was traumatic. To end up where we did, in the middle of nowhere, completely cut off from the lives we left behind. That brings us to the real question, doesn't it? What was so great about the lives we left behind? Because here's what I remember of all that. I remember not being enough. I remember wanting to be more. I remember the dark moods, the violent moods. Moods that nobody had any patience for. And then there was the brutal social scene, which some girls could just glide through, like they belonged everywhere. And there you were, just trying to belong somewhere. I remember the ridiculous expectations they had for us. Like, we were supposed to be these golden gods 24/7.
You have declared your consent, may the Lord fill you both with blessings.
I remember the responsibilities. Heavy burdens meant for adults forced on us before our time. Responsibilities that made you think, yeah, this is definitely my healthy development right now.
Poor baby.
Boy.
Uy.
Wait.
No puedo ver. I can't see.
And don't get me started on the impossible problem of sex. If you were terrified of it, which you had every reason to be, you'd be deemed a frigid chastity bitch. But if you were somehow unafraid, like if it was just naturally your thing,
Ooh, there's our girl, Joyce.
Yeah, that's our boo.
then God help you. The world is a dangerous place for a sexually evolved girl. And on top of all that, there was this new feeling, this sick, ugly feeling of wanting to love and to be loved back, which never ends well. So if we're talking about what happened out there, then yeah, there was trauma. But being a teenage girl in normal-ass America, that was the real living hell.
Okay, that's a fire scene. To be a teenage girl in normal-ass America, that was the real living hell? Period. Put that in a book and send it.
A statement.
Tell us what you know about the dawn of Eve.
There, I mean, you just would not.
The retreat was my mother's idea. She thought it would be like therapeutic,
Did you have a chance to look through the activities? You know, they.
but maybe they were just scared of me.
Confidence
My dad had started looking at me like I was radioactive.
Private plane, honey. Direct to the big island. If that doesn't boost you out of your funk, I don't know what will.
Please don't refer to my emotional devastation as a funk.
Leah, I know you're recovering from some kind of breakup. And I know you're not wild about this trip. But your father and I, we're kind of at a loss for how we can help.
We're really trying here, Leah.
Hey. Are you all right? Hey. What are you saying? Pink, is that your ringtone? Hey, stay with me. Jeanette. That was her name, I found out later. And she was the only one who'd come alone. The rest of us came in pairs. There was Tony and Martha, best friends from Minnesota. The Texans, Dot and Shelby. There was Rachel from New York and her sister, Nora. And Fatten, of all people, from my school. But like I said, none of this sunk in until later. Not faces, not names, not the ridiculous welcome video.
Right now, hundreds of girls just like yourselves, aboard charters just like this one, are en route to our retreat in Kona, Hawaii, for a long weekend of female-centric learning and growth. The dawn of Eve literally waits for no man.
I was somewhere else, trying to disappear into those pages where it all began.
Do you know there is a vegan drum circle on the South Lawn? I mean, seriously? Be a vegan or be someone who does drum circles, not both. Everyone is just too interesting around here. I've got, like, interesting fatigue.
Is that why you hang out with me? I'm so bland, it gives you a chance to recharge. I get it. My hair's all one color. I'm a virgin that still drinks dairy milk. Shit, I really am boring.
Actually, by being the most normcore person here, you've low-key turned the tables. You've become the freakiest freak of all. Well, either you're a Fatten, the true basic bitch.
Why does she even go here?
You seriously don't know?
Fatten is a cello virtuoso.
She's like a shoo-in at Juilliard. You don't have to read that book, you know. Miss Wolf only assigned it because Galanis used to go here. It's shameless alumni promotion. God, have you read chapter 6 yet? A 12-page description of the wallpaper in a waiting room.
Yeah, but I think the waiting room was like a metaphor, though, for how stuck she felt.
Tell him yourself, he's coming next week. Some kind of school-wide literary event.
So, in the interest of bringing us all together, I'd like to propose a little icebreaker.
Oh, like never have I ever?
That game's a little much.
I know. So here's how it works. One person says something they've never done. And if you have done it, you have to drink alcohol.
That game's a little intense. Like for people who don't know each other real well. So how about we just pair off, powwow with your partner for a sec, and then afterwards you can introduce her to the rest of us.
This white girl said powwow.
So
it's not her word. You should be triggered.
Okay. I'm not, though.
Why am I always fighting your battles for you?
I don't know. Because you like fighting?
Okay. Guess I'll have to play matchmaker. You can come with me. Right about here. Okay. And it looks like we'll need one little group of 3. Or you can just sit this one out. All right. Shelby. And you are?
Martha.
Martha. It's a pleasure. Okay, so let me tell you a bit about me. Okay, I do real. Okay? I do family, I do Jesus, I do pageants. And I'm doing this conference to offset the pageants. Some colleges might see them as retrograde when it comes to female empowerment. Has anyone ever told you I have the most drop-dead gorgeous eyes?
Hey, I've got a question about your shirt.
I've got a few questions about your cargo pants.
Yeah, well, I'm not a lesbian. Sorry to disappoint. I just like storage. But I see shirts like yours everywhere. Shirts that have, like, a lot of attitude.
So what's your question, then?
I guess just why are they a thing?
Because they're super cute and super hilarious.
I just think it's kind of funny. You wearing that to a feminist retreat because your shirt is literally telling women, get out of your face.
Whatever. I don't even get feminism. I get called a girly girl like it's a bad thing. So I'm double the amount of girl. And somehow that's not feminist. It's ridiculous. Hello.
Thank you so much. This looks delicious.
Thanks, dude.
So you play basketball?
Yeah, I used to. I got cut from the team for unsportsmanlike conduct. This bitch from another team kept fouling me, so I pissed in my hand and I threw it at her.
Were you good?
Hell yeah. I was a beast on the court.
People who waste their talent get on my nerves. If I missed even one meet based off of some foolishness on my part, I'd never forgive myself.
What are you doing?
I have an app that turns my phone into a digital scale.
Also, I have 2 pugs, Coco and Jax. They're from the same litter, but they're like so different. So what kind of music do you listen to?
I don't really know. Everything, I guess.
You know what's funny? I always say I'm into rap and hip hop, but the other day I was going through my Spotify history, and guess what I listened to most? Pink. It was like a wake-up call for me. Honestly, we should all be checking our play count. You can't hide from your play count, and my play count says I like Pink. Who do you keep looking at?
My sister.
So have you been listening to me at all?
You're from San Francisco. You hate being homeschooled. You work at your family's restaurant. You collect erasers. You have 2 pugs named Coco and Jax, and you're existentially prepared to admit that you like Pink.
No, boys aren't really into me.
At least none that you know of.
Oh, I've got a pretty good lay of the land. It's just none, period.
Well, all you need is one good one. Andrew. He is such a keeper. For our anniversary, he bought me an actual star. Like, in the sky. And he named it after me.
Shelby, sorry. I think you have cake in your teeth. Would you excuse me? Thanks.
It's hard to talk about this part.
Of course. That must have been terrifying.
No. It was embarrassing. The thought did cross my mind, this could be my final moment alive. How do you think I spent it?
Oh, no.
I didn't reach out for comfort.
Here it goes.
I didn't cry. I didn't shut everything out. I didn't, like, carpe diem or anything. I didn't indulge. I took no measures to protect myself. I didn't pray for my mortal soul. Here's what I did. I sat in my f***ing love puddle and thought about a guy.
The world knows him as the 2013 National Book Award winner. But to me, he'll only ever be the little shit who sat at the back of my class making paperclip chains and ignoring every word I said. Please welcome Jeffrey Galanis.
I should say, in hindsight, that the paperclip chains that she's referring to probably had more artistic merit than anything else I was turning in her class. Anyway, I thought that we would start with the reading. Carrie's wish was simple. For something to finally happen to her. Something that would add color to the bland desert of her life. And that's what it was.
Hey, Ian. I'm supposed to take Jeff back to his hotel after, but I am up to my goddamn eyeballs in AP prep. Can you give him a lift?
Wait, like Jeffrey?
Yeah.
I would, but my brother...
I'll do it.
Oh, God, thanks. You're a lifesaver.
They used to jump rope together until Angeline tripped doing double dutch and broke 3 of her teeth at the turn of the
You are bleeding into
internally your heart rate will be like shot. I think you're just a little roughed up. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
All right, help me out with the timeline here. About how long had you been out there at that point?
I don't know.
2, 3 hours? I'm just trying to pin down when a crash occurred.
I honestly don't know.
From the crash till when you spotted the shoreline, you can't give me a ballpark estimate.
Look, I don't mean to be difficult. It's just that part at the beginning. It's all a blur. And not just for me. After the plane went down, we all had this blank in our memories. Even the ones that came to on the island.
Martha! Marty!
Oh no. The chocolate cake.
Ooh, and now she throwing it up. Ooh, got it. Wait.
Marty!
You gotta get up and move around, all right? You're in shock.
They made me come. I'm not supposed to be here.
Who, like your parents? Well, if it makes you feel any better, they're probably feeling pretty shitty right now. Like, crushing guilt. Hey, you win. Well, kinda, not really. Got a little bit of...
Rachel, are you okay? Is this helping? Because if it is, I won't stop you.
You think I'm doing this shit on purpose?
No.
Because it could be motion sickness. Or the fact that we just woke up in a nightmare, right, Nora?
I was just asking, Rachel.
No, you weren't. You were treating me like a child, like you always do. I mean, that's why we're here, right?
That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, it is. You got it in your head that you need to protect me, and now we're here. When you ran your mouth off to Mom and Dad, what did you tell them, Nora? Nora, what did you tell them?
I was worried about you and maybe you needed a break.
Great. Great break, right?
Go. Bad is bad, isn't it?
No, it just needs a little TLC, okay?
Sometimes you collide with a person and you get this feeling that they might become important to you. Maybe it's from a look or an act of kindness. Or maybe you just like the way your world feels when they're in it.
I'm really sorry, by the way, if this is way out of your way. I would have called it an Uber or a Lyft or whatever. I am a person who has chosen not to own a smartphone.
That's like a whole thing?
Okay, a few years ago, I lost my iPhone, and so I had to revert to this old flip phone, and then, I don't know, I started to kind of like the Luddite image that I was projecting with it so much that I just kind of stuck with it, and, you know, yes, it is admittedly an affectation.
So do you want to listen to music?
Yeah, you,
There's an aux cord in the glove compartment.
Oh, shit, CDs.
Oh, God, don't. Those are really old. There's no reflection of who I am.
No, it's no judgment from me, trust me. And I'm dying to know what's on Awesome Summer Mix.
I didn't name that.
And Pink. Oh my God, I love Pink. Like, I feel like she's got like this amazing anarchic quality to her.
Yeah, she's kind of eternal. Your hotel's just right up here.
Oh. Man, that was fast.
I don't know if you're hungry, but if you haven't eaten, we could get some food.
I got her. Is there anybody else out there? Hey, did you see anybody? I didn't see anybody. Jody! Martha! It's the last time you ghost on me.
I'm fine. Seriously, Shelby's been amazing.
You wearing?
She's not breathing. Pumping like double time.
No such thing as too fast, only too slow.
Actually, compressions can be too fast if they're not deep enough.
Dude, slow down.
Oh, ease up, Dottie. You're going way too fast.
Okay, hell, if you're such experts, somebody else tap in.
Okay, yeah, you just have to go.
Who knows CPR?
So it turned out everyone had a working knowledge of CPR.
That's weird, isn't it? That every single one of us knew how. Is that important for your purposes or whatever?
Honestly, it could be. Anything could be relevant at this point.
Which is why it's crucial that you give us this full picture account of the flight, of the others, and what you were doing on that plane to begin with.
I feel like I should be asking you about your book.
No.
I have to write an essay on it, so I'd love your help.
Okay. Let me first ask you, what'd you think of it?
I loved it. I really did. But at the end, like, it got a little weird, like it got a little sentimental, I think. I'm really
Yeah,
sorry.
sure.
I
No,
didn't mean to say that.
Yeah, no, that's okay. The truth is, like, sometimes at a certain point, it feels like it's like impossible to get honest feedback out of anybody. So I appreciate it. Thank you. It's very kind of you. This is fun. We should do this again sometime. If that's
With
not
a
like
child?
totally unwelcome or whatever.
Oh, she's in high school, sir.
Can you even enter contacts into this thing, or is it just for selling drugs?
Oh, you're being funny.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh,
how
sorry.
does it work,
It
this
was a
thing?
joke.
I'm gonna let you behind the curtain a little bit. If a girl really likes someone, she won't put their name in her phone. Your crush is like sacred. You can't just file him in your contacts between your cousin and your chem lab partner. That would make him common. So you learn his number, every contour of every digit. You carve those little hieroglyphs on your heart. So you basically sleepwalk through the rest of your life, waiting for dispatches from that magic number. And then there's the pivotal text. It will probably come around midnight, and it will change everything.
Hi. You made it.
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. You have nothing to be sorry for.
No, you don't understand. I'm so sorry. Hey, does anyone have a phone?
Don't you think we would have said something if we did? Not even sure how many bars we'd get out here.
I'm just trying to think of lifelines, all right? They're gonna find us, but we can't be stupid.
We should make a big-ass help sign, like in that movie, 28 Days Later.
What do you think happened to the flight attendant guy?
We should be looking through suitcases, finding phones. You can't just...
Listen, y'all. It's the 21st century, okay? They will find us, but in the meantime, we gotta keep track of our resources. 8 Cokes. Right now, that's all we gotta drink, just 8 of these. Okay, but don't worry. Because if God brought us to it, God will bring us through it.
You know, the whole Jesus saves thing isn't like literal. He's not gonna jetpack down and pull us out of here.
No, Tony. Okay, the Lord saves those who save themselves, which is why I'm gonna take a look in the woods. See if there's some fresh water. Maybe you should come with.
Hard pass.
Shelby, here. If you're really going, you gotta take these.
You are so generous.
You know what? Maybe I will go. Make sure Christ doesn't lead your ass into a sinkhole. Guys.
What the hell, Dot? I'm sorry. Look, I was saving her ass, okay?
It got real wet. You honestly think Sam will dry it out?
I read an article on the internet about alternatives to rice in a bag. Sand was mentioned.
Yeah, well, good enough for me.
Keep your ears peeled. You'll hear moving water before you see it.
How come you know all this?
This may surprise you, but I'm not just some delicate indoor princess. Okay, I go hunting with my dad all the time.
So you do one hardcore thing? That doesn't mean you're not mostly an indoor princess. How many pillows do you have in your bed? Bet you've got one of those mega beds with like 50 pillows. Jermaine, Lupe, she's got to keep taking them off and putting them back on, and it's making her want to off herself. Am I right? You know I'm right.
Yeah, well, I've also shut down a 10-point buck, snapped his neck to finish the job, and butchered him in the field all by myself. God built us to contain multitudes, Tony. I'm gonna turn around. I have to pee. Plug your ears. Plug your ears, or I'll have to sing. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It didn't happen consciously, but I was finally starting to notice the others. Like Martha, how every creature meant something to her. Or Nora, how she always knew when you were looking at her, and how her smile could mean a million different things. The veil of obsession was lifting. The world I had narrowed down to one was starting to repopulate.
There's no better place to grow into yourself. What does grow into yourself even mean? It sounds gross, like an ingrown hair. I didn't think it'd be so chilly.
I know. I'm not sure we're anywhere near Hawaii.
Hey, this is yours, right? But just like that, the veil fell again. And he was all there was.
Hi.
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 Hi. Can I come in?
Oh, yeah.
This is so nice.
Yeah, it's not
You
bad.
have 3 outlets over there.
Yeah, I asked for one more and they said no. Hey, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Every girl has a vision for how she wants to lose it.
That's what we do on 18th. On my 18th, I went to the Sonic.
Will you sign one for me?
Some dream about prom night.
Oh, come on.
I'll do you one better. I'll annotate it for you.
With a nice enough boyfriend, maybe a bed covered in rose petals.
Dear Leo.
I'm not sure what I imagined before him. I guess I thought it would be just like the rest of my life, just sort of unremarkable. Maybe at a party or on an old couch in somebody's damp basement, lots of condom fumbling and apologies. If you had told me it would happen the way it did, I would have told you to get the out. I like watching you do ordinary things. Makes you seem more real.
You are, right? Like, not you. Like, this is real.
Are you... You're asking about my feelings? Or... Yes. Oh my God, yes.
That makes 16. Why do you think we're only finding diets?
Anything with real sugar would sink, sugar being heavier than water.
How long can the 9 of us survive on 16 Cokes?
Depends on the weather, how hot it gets. A week and a half, maybe.
You're smart, huh?
I just read a lot.
Books, man, can't get into them.
Try having an elite athlete as your sibling. You do a lot of sitting on planes and gyms and the stands. Reading will happen.
But like, your phone's right there. And TV's so good. You know what? They said like graphic novels would be like the gateway drug to books. And like, I tried them. Apart from the pictures, they were pretty shit. Ah! Shit! It's on my toe! Yeah! Of course the Tarzan would show up! It was heavy as shit.
I bet we'll get rich once they find us. Suing for damages or whatever. Not that your ass needs the money.
Shh. Keep listening for water.
I'm so sick of looking at your ponytail. I feel like it thinks it's better than me.
Then how about you go in front?
Fine.
Lord, in your mercy, grant us water so that we may drink. Lord, in your mercy.
Weren't you just telling me to shut up and listen?
It's different. When you pray, God opens your senses.
God's such a joke. Don't you know he's just a brainwashing tool designed to enslave the masses?
Even if you were just a brainwashing tool, did you ever think maybe your brain could use a good scrub?
Off.
Lord, in your mercy, grant us water so that we may drink. Lord, in your mercy, grant us...
Show me!
Shit, I swear I didn't mean to.
It's all right.
Hey, go ahead and go on back. I will too, but you should get a head start. I'd really rather walk alone.
Look, we found more Diet Coke, of course, because, you know, sugar sinks, and then pants for you so that your legs aren't cold.
Not a bad haul, but not great either. But wait, there's more. Ah, you get a mini, and you get a mini, and you get a mini.
Hey, you guys partying without me?
You're back. Did you find any water?
No.
Where's Shelby? Shelby,
Yeah, she's right there.
your head.
Oh, it's fine. Ran smack into a tree, if you can believe. Yeah. Very silly of me.
Hey! Hey, the phone's working! It's working!
Oh my God.
Listen, we have to be strategic. We only have 1 bar and almost 0 battery life left. Every second counts.
May I just say, I am ready to make the call. Okay, my aunt is a 911 operator, and I...
911 is out. It doesn't work in every country, and we don't even know where we are. So if we're closer to like Japan, 911 is useless.
Japan's emergency number is 119.
Look, we only have to get in contact with 1 person. So I want you all to have someone in mind, make sure you know their number, and make sure they love you enough to be waiting by the phone right now. Okay?
Of course, there's only one number I knew by heart. Hey, I had to tell my parents you were in Uber. What are you doing here? I thought the San Jose reading didn't end in... Are you okay?
September 5th. September 5th is your birthday. When you turn 17.
Oh my gosh.
How did...
Oh,
Is
What?
this serious?
Okay, somebody
She's 16?
sent me a copy of your birth certificate via certified mail. And that means that somebody knows. Or
Wait,
somebody's
what?
watching, or and that's like some other level of you have to get out of the car.
Just give me a second, just let
The car. Leah,
Just
you have
let
to
me explain.
Leah, you gotta get out of the car. You lied to me. You're a child, and you lied to me.
You're not calling Mom and Dad?
They're in Morocco. They probably don't even know yet. Calling Coach.
No, not her.
Give me the phone.
I'm calling
Stop.
Dad's cell.
They're not gonna answer. They're out of the country.
You just
No.
can't call Coach.
Give me
You
the
can't call her.
No. Great job.
Did you dial it right?
Of course I did.
Do you mind if I know Dave and Joe Beth Goodkin? They're pacing holes in the carpet right now. Well, that's just strange. Let me real quick try my boyfriend.
Don't bother. Andrew's probably dick deep in Krista Finley by now.
Oh, okay.
Go, Marty.
It didn't work. Do you want to try? It's your phone.
No, I'm good.
Here. As much as I hate the idea of calling those assholes.
Mom's always on her phone. She would have been there. Not a problem. Why didn't you call a problem? Why didn't your mom pick up? I don't understand.
You all right?
Sorry.
It's ringing.
don't get why we have to bury her. They're gonna come for us soon, then we'll have to dig her right back up. It's only temporary. Just to keep the animals away.
Shouldn't somebody say a few words?
Sounds like you're volunteering.
I am an ordained youth minister. Lord, thank you for the gift of Jeanette. We didn't know her real well, but she had a really bright spirit. And because she was made in your image, we can be sure that she was beautiful. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Right, turn off the lights. We're gonna lose our minds tonight. What's the dealio? I think she liked pink. Yeah, she did. Party crasher, penny snatcher. Call me up if you a gangster. Don't get fancy, just get dancing. Why so serious? So raise your glass if you are wrong. In all the right ways, all my underdogs. We will never be anything but loud and nitty gritty, dirty little freaks. Won't you come on, dance?
I'm gonna swim out to the plane tomorrow. See if I can find anything. Might be a radio or a call box or something.
I'll come with you.
How's your stuff so dry?
My parents got me this watertight $1,000 suitcase for this trip. They thought it would like sweeten the deal. Sorry. Thank you.
Hey, let me get one. This is my rock bottom.
So, would it be crazy if I suggested a little icebreaker? Never have I ever. Feels right.
All right. Only if you go first. None of those bullshit lightweight answers. Give us the real.
Fine. Never have I ever had vaginal penetrative intercourse.
So that's why your boyfriend's a cheat?
He's not a cheat.
Glad I'm not the only one. I would have felt so stupid.
Get out of here. It takes guts to save yourself, you know that?
All right. Never have I ever had a threesome. With 2 guys, not 2 girls. On my period.
I mean, I'm not a freak.
All right, I got one.
Never have I ever thrown my own piss at someone.
Drink up, Tony.
With pride. So, who'd you I mean, I always thought you were some weird art prude, but
saw you drink. Now you've had sex. So who was it?
Him.
Damn! I had no idea you were such a bad bitch.
Well, in your defense, we've never really talked before, so.
True story. So was it hot?
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe in like a burning building kind of way. Like, it's probably really good I got out.
Shit. That's poetic. Well, at least your first time, guys. Face is on the back of a book. My first time was with a grocery bagger at Smart and Final. God, I loved him. I loved him.
You seem tired. We can be done for the day. The doctors really need you to rest.
The burning building.
I'm sorry?
The burning building. I had to made it out. It wasn't even close. There's something I haven't told anyone this before. That night, in the dark,
I was the only one who heard it. A ringing. Buried where no one had thought to look. I didn't know why she had kept it from us.
I thought I had evolved. That the day had somehow made me stronger just a little. Just enough. What a illusion.
And she chose to call him in his stupid flip phone.
Hello?
Jeff.
Leah? Are you calling me from an unknown number so that I'll pick up? Because if you are, that's really that is really. You have to stop calling me. Don't text me. Do you understand that? I don't want to talk to you anymore. It's over. I'm sorry.
So you never told the others you made outside contact that night?
What would I have said? That I was too strung out on the sound of his voice to send up an SOS? Did he reach out? After the news broke, did he call anyone to say he'd heard from me?
The authorities fielded a lot of calls from a lot of worried parties.
Did he care enough to do anything? Anything at all?
Leah, how about you take a deep breath?
Answer my question. It is the only one I have. It is. I just want to know if he tried for me. Pathetic. I know. I expected more from me too. Remember this when you see the others? And you try to figure us out. There is no crazy. There's only damage. And when you go looking for what caused it, don't waste your time on that island. It'll get you nowhere.
trying to reach you.
Which one?
Jeanette. Can we even proceed? I mean, without her assistance on the ground.
We have another operative. Have you located her?
Yeah.
She's still intact?
Yeah, she's
Tell
fine.
me exactly what happened.
We're still piecing it together. It looks like there was some mishandling by the transition team.
And you cut her phone?
Of course.
And you're absolutely sure she's dead?
This was about 3 hours ago.
In the group? Oh my
What?
gosh. Those bitches.
What a waste of a pretty face. What a waste, that face, what a waste. What a waste of a pretty face, that face, what a waste, that face. What a waste of a pretty face, what a waste, that
Why,
face,
what,
that
why,
face,
how?
what a waste.
And what's next? I need the second episode right now. Someone call him Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia. Sophia. Ring, ring, ring. Da, 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 da. Hello, Sophia.
Why?
I'm scared, but excited. Scared, excited. Okay, let's get Sophia back in here and let's figure out what's going on.
Sophia, oh my gosh, that was a great first episode. Can you please explain what that crazy plot twist was?
I can't tell you in depth what happens, but it's pretty crazy. You gotta keep watching to see.
So, did you have to keep this episode a secret? Was it hard not telling anybody about this?
Yeah, I mean, we shot this a year ago. I don't even know. It's been a while, so I obviously was naturally very excited about the specific content of the show and wanting to share it with my friends and family, and it was difficult to sort of just like keep it at its like skeleton premise.
There is a decent amount of action in this episode. Did you guys have to train for your roles?
We did some water training. We like put in a tank to see how long we could hold our breath. We, you know, in some of the scenes where we were fighting, we did rehearse those. We choreographed them. But for the most part, no. There was a lot of times where we were just thrown into these like crazy scenarios, and it really upped the stakes for us as actors. You know, it made it so much more real because it was.
Could you describe your character for the audience?
Fatten is so undoubtedly herself. She is promiscuous and girly, and it was cool for me to play this character. She is very much into how she looks.
How similar are you to your character? Was it tough to play them? Was it easy?
I relate to Fatten in a way that any teenage girl or someone who was a teenage girl would relate to Fatten. She struggles so much with her family dynamic, especially coming from a Muslim family, and I'm half Pakistani, half white American, and my dad's family is Muslim, and you know, I was exposed to that, but I did have more of a option with, you know, what I was able to believe, and Fatten didn't really have that. And I think that she struggled a lot with that sort of control. And I think a lot of teenagers do, you know. We question our parents and then they tell us what to do and we question them more because we just want independence.
So what's in store for the rest of the season? Why should the audience binge The Wilds?
If you're into suspense, mystery, love, anything, watch the show. You can binge watch it on Amazon Prime Video now. Bye.
Bye, boo.
All right, everyone, cozy on up. I've got my Urban Outfitters Stargazer blanket.
And I have my heated slippers.
Urban Outfitters has everything you need to cozy up to watch The Wilds this December.
They even have an exclusive vinyl that features the title track of The Wilds.
Thank you so much for joining our watch party. We had so much fun and hope you enjoyed the episode as much as we did.
So if you guys want to watch more of The Wilds, subscribe to Amazon Prime Video where you can watch every single episode.
If you're not already a member, you can activate a free trial to watch The Wilds and other amazing original shows and movies.